This video is my journey with Daisy. I had the lady send me some videos of her. She was in Briner, and that's pretty far from me, and I wanted to make sure she was everything that I wanted for a project horse. So she sent me some videos of her trotting, some videos of her cantering, and she also sent me some pictures of her dad. This is Resurrection, her dad. And this is another picture of Daisy. And when I got there, she'd never been on a trailer, so it took us a huge fight to get her on. And once we got her on, she cut her leg pretty good, and I bandaged it up, and we got her home safely. This was her first morning at home, and this was the cut after a couple of days. And she was finally all better. I put a little bandage on it, and this was her first time out in the big field. And this was her first time, or I think 2 sessions actually, of her going back on the trailer because she was terrified. And this is her first time with a saddle pad on, and she didn't really look like she enjoyed that. This is my other horse, Empire. This was their first night together. And this was her first time with the Sir Single, going around lunging with a bit as well. Nothing really too interesting. I long blind her as well, but I don't have any videos of it. But she was a good pony, except right there. This is her first time in a stall. She didn't like that. And this is her first time with a saddle on. First time lunging with a saddle on. It's an old dressage saddle I had. And she did really, really well with it. She was a little interested in what was going on over here. So, this was her first night, actually, with a ride. But it was dark, so I didn't get any videos of it. This was her actual first ride. And as you can see, she's pretty slow going around here because she's trying to figure out the weight, the bit, what I'm asking. This is her second ride. Little lower head carriage, kind of understanding what I'm asking her to do, a little slow. This is her first time without anybody but me out there with her, and she was going around the arena like a big girl. And she's listening to my cues more, listening to my legs, walking a little bit more confidently. And this is a recent ride that I had.
I don't have a helmet on. How did I forget my helmet? We're not going to talk about that. I'm over here. Yeah. There you go.
I also taught her how to line up to the mounting block. Because she was a little scared of the mounting block at first. So the distance between the last video and this one, I think was about a month and a half, maybe 2 months. And we're starting to understand what I want with her head. She does head bob. I've changed her bit a few times.
Good.
I think she's just figuring it out.
Girl. Good.
But I'm going to change it again to see if it helps. Right here she's getting a little fast.
Good.
Because I'm asking her to lower her head.
Good.
And carry herself properly up underneath of herself. And here she's doing a good job. She's understanding what I want. She's bending into the turn a little bit, and I pick up a trot. This isn't her first time trotting.
Hey.
But here I am correcting her because she does get fast in the trot when I ask for her to collect. So I do little circles with her till she starts bending through her body. Instead of feeling so stiff right here, I feel her relax a little bit more. And she does it again right here, so I correct her. Do some circles. Have a nice bend. There we go. Still have the head up a little bit.
Good girl. Good.
So we came around the turn, and this is her first show. So that one in the corner is my horse, and I had to disqualify him from the show because he got a little nervous. So this was her first time actually ever jumping, and she was in baby green. She had no idea what I was asking her to do, and she was like, nope, not gonna do it. So we come back around. And I'm going to circle her this way. And I'm going to give her lots of encouragement. Go over the jump. And again, this is her first time. She has no idea what I'm even wanting her to do. She's like, Mom, there's something here. And I'm going to stop. So I wouldn't have pushed her to do a jumping class if I didn't think she could handle it. But this was her first outing ever. And she acted like a professional. So I was like, yeah, go ahead. Have some fun. And I know the people too. She's a trainer that I worked with a couple of times.
That's okay. Good job.
So that was her third time. This is her second direction. So the same round, but second direction. And she jumped that one. And she's coming around. She's going to hesitate a little bit, and she's going to jump it. This was literally her first time jumping. And she jumps it. Knocks the rail, but that's okay. Don't really care. Give her lots of pats. She got third and fourth. This is her second show. Lot braver. And she did really, really well this one. Here's another beautiful picture. Look at those muscles. This is her most recent show. And her head bobbing's kind of gotten a little, not worse, but just a little more noticeable. So we're really working on that. A lot more confident going over these jumps. Now I knocked that one. She got a weird distance. But she's got a really, really nice jump. She really picks herself up there. And this is some clips of her flat class in baby green. And you can probably see the head bobbing, head tossing that I'm talking about. And she also just got her feet done. And when I first got her, her feet were not good at all. They were cracking and splitting up the middle. So she's a little tender-footed, but I don't want to put shoes on her quite yet until I notice that she's really having a problem with it. So in some areas she'll look a little tender-footed, but she's, doing really great. She's got beautiful transitions. Her trot to walk transition is absolutely stunning, and then her walk to trot transitions are really good as well. She